Hey everyone, welcome back to Branded. If you've been following the Brand AF series, the brand alignment formula, you know that this series has nothing to do with doing more, working more. It's all about what's noticing what's out of alignment and what no longer feels true. So we started with time, talking about your calendar. Then we were talking about boundaries. Then we dove into how your business operates behind the scenes and your digital front door. And then last week was all about messaging. What is your brand saying without you even being in the room, right? Today, we're talking about something that tends to actually bring up a lot more emotion than you would think, your offers. Now, we're not going to talk about how to sell them or how to scale them, but we are going to talk about how to tell when the things that you're offering no longer match who you are or how you actually want to be working right now. Because what you used to want to offer is not what you're required to keep offering. Hear that. What you used to want to offer is not what you're required to keep offering. And the moment that you start having this feeling of like something's a little out of alignment, it's very subtle. So you have to really be paying attention. You'll notice that perhaps you're hesitating when someone inquires about a certain offer. You're like, ooh, do I really want to sell that? Or maybe you feel resistance to delivering something that used to actually really excite you. And now you're like, I don't know. This just doesn't, I don't feel so excited about it anymore. I just don't feel so fucking jazzed. Or maybe you start procrastinating pieces of your work that you're actually really good at, that you used to have so much joy doing. But instead of listening to that friction, so many business owners, they tend to just sort of rationalize and push through and tell themselves, well, this is just what running a business is like. Wrong. That's what running a business is like for some people. But for the self-aware business owner, it does not have to be like that for you, because misalignment in your offers is very quiet. It is something that will just whisper at you while it quietly drains you. So you have to be paying attention. Sometimes your offers simply need to just be repotted. So like just like that house plant that maybe you got 2 years ago that you were pretty certain you weren't going to, it wasn't going to survive. Just like that house plant where against all the odds, it's thriving. And you're like, holy shit, this plant needs a new pot. It's so big. It's so beautiful. It needs more room to grow. Your offers are exactly the same way. Sometimes they just need a new pot to grow in. And your business, it does not need to be loyal to outdated decisions that you made years ago, months ago. It just needs a little bit of honesty. And one of the first places that you'll see this show up, this sort of friction, is not with your clients, but with yourself internally. It'll be maybe perhaps you're dreading a delivery call, or you're feeling really overextended, even when your calendar isn't all that full. And you're like, what's going on here? Maybe you find yourself explaining and apologizing and adjusting over and over and over and over and over again on this loop. That's an alignment issue. And that friction is telling you something. When you keep ignoring it, it will cost you more than your energy. It will cost you your clarity on the direction that your business is moving and growing in. You can also see this sort of friction when it comes to pricing, but not in the way that you probably think, not in the am I charging enough kind of friction. It's more in the way of, fuck yes, I absolutely love doing this work and I can't wait to do it again. If you're not feeling that when it comes to delivering your product or your service, that confidence that you stand behind whenever someone receives what you've just completed has nothing to do with the number attached to it. But it has everything to do with the fact that the container doesn't really fit the offer anymore. And yeah, you might be underpricing. That's possible. It's probably true, right? As we evolve, we tend to sort of underprice a little bit until we can catch up. But what's most likely happening is you're over delivering inside of an outdated structure. And perhaps you've raised your prices, but you haven't adjusted the offer itself. And so something feels very out of balance here. And either way, right, your gut knows what's going on before your brain does. Because your brain is like, let's just keep fucking pushing. Let's keep going. And your gut's like, hold up. Something doesn't feel right here. Let's pause for a minute and let's take a look at this. So if your offer requires you to be on in ways that just simply don't work for how you want to show up today as the business owner that you are, then that is not a sustainable offer. And no amount of marketing is going to fix an offer that exhausts the person delivering it. How something is delivered matters just as much as what is being delivered. The pace, the format, the access to you, the expectations around it. That alignment is not just external. It is operational because it's a lived experience by you, something that you're doing every single day, day in and day out for your business. So here's a little reframe that maybe you're craving right now. You are allowed to reshape your offers without deleting your business. I'll say it again. You are allowed to reshape your offers without deleting your business. There is no need to pivot every 6 months or chase the next shiny thing, but definitely give yourself permission to run some alignment checks in your business every so often, once a year at the very least, right? Does this offer still make sense for who I am today? Does the delivery of it feel clean or does it feel heavy and clunky? Does the pricing feel really honest for me and for the client? Does the container support the business owner that I am today? And if you don't like your answers to some of these questions, don't automatically kill the offer. Sometimes the answer is simplifying, tightening, removing some access points, adjusting some expectations, redefining some of the outcomes. These small shifts can have massive relief for you. So stop thinking of your offers as contracts with your past self. They are not. You have no obligation to a past decision that you made for yourself that worked then but doesn't work now. Your offers are living structures meant to support who you are today. And businesses that are led by self-aware people, they last longer. And guess what? They're way more fun to run. So dig into what your current offers are. Ask yourself some of these questions and be really honest, because sometimes the answer is a very, very simple adjustment to create massive relief. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It was fast, it was quick, it was to the point. Next week, we're talking about your lead ecosystem, and it's going to cap off and end our Brand AF series. And I'm really excited for it. So stay tuned, and I'll see you next week. Take an honest look at your business. It will thank you. Bye, guys.